Yo, 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 yo. It's your girl, Young Smiles. Welcome to Perfectly Imperfect, the place to be when you want to be free, baby. But you knew it already, unless you're new here. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, I appreciate you so much because I feel like this is something that usually people have to be called to, you know what I'm saying? This isn't a bandwagon type thing like that any and everybody is gonna jump on because doing that self work is hard. It takes time and more importantly, it can prove to be tedious is what I'm gonna say. So yeah, thank you so much if you're new. Thanks for joining us. If you're returning, you're the real MVP and I appreciate you. For real. Like I appreciate y'all for getting up on me the way y'all get up on me. Like it's love for sure. So we are going to just dive into some things. I can't necessarily say what because to be honest with you, my mind is like all over the place today because I've been let me get comfortable real quick. It would be nice to be told that I was raw, that I was respected, that I was beautiful, kind, prosperous. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice for somebody to tell you that you're a hard worker, you be grinding, that they see your action, that they see how fast you're moving in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? That you got a lot of good going on for yourself. Just general compliments. It don't matter what they say, but it would be nice for somebody to say something, right? But with the way at which society is moving today, it's almost like frowned upon to uplift your the next man or the next woman or your cohort. Like it's frowned upon to uplift people, and I wonder why. I really wondered why that was because I don't think that just naturally people just wake up in the morning and be like, all right, I'm gonna be a hater today. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't think so. Could be happening. Who am I to say? But I just don't think that it's just something that's just going on. You feel me? But at the same time, I'm wondering like where people be at with this. Where they be coming with all this hate, with all this garbage that they be throwing out. Like it just be like, bro, like just shut up. You ain't got nothing nice to say. You ain't got nothing good to say. Shut up. I don't really see the problem with it. Like it's simple. You just do one of these. See how easy that was. So I be wondering like what that be about. But at the same time, I really had to learn like it's people in this world that's just like that. It's nothing you could do about it. It's nothing you could say. It's nowhere you can go to avoid it. That's just how people are. That's how a lot of society is. And I mean, it's like so you basically telling me I got to just fall in line with the program. Like, I just got to go with this type stuff. And I'm like, nah, I won't be. Not me, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it bring me joy to uplift people. It bring me joy to put a smile on somebody's face. No, I ain't out here trying to conform who I am to please nobody. That's out. Those days are dead. But I'm still interested in speaking life onto the next man or the next woman. But I found that jump, people make it hard for you to do, even when your heart is naturally inclined there. It just be like, bro, like, if you're gonna make it hard for me to throw out love, why you just won't get out the way? But I realize because people love for you to love on them, they love for you to make them big, they love for you to help them to grow and hype them up, but they don't want to do it for you. They don't want to do it when it's your turn. They don't want to do it because they see that if I hype, Tom, Dick, and Harry up for a second, they might just surpass what I got going on. Or if I was to show them love, who's to say that they not gonna get bigger than what I expected for them to get, before I get there? Or if I was to show them love, even a small amount in comparison to the love that they showing me, who's to say it ain't gonna make me look weak out here to these people? Because I mean, openly, I ain't showing no love anyway. You know what I'm saying? But behind closed doors, it's going down. Nah, that's crazy. Like it is, man, bro. I'm saying all that to say, you deserve to be recognized. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to take up space. You deserve to be yourself. You deserve to be colossal. You deserve to tell people if you don't like him, come and get out the way. Period. You deserve that. You don't have to sit on your hands, sit on your thumbs, twiddle your fingers to try and figure out what box should I be put in? What category should I allow people to put me in? Nah, make your own room. You know what I'm saying? Move stuff out the way for yourself. If ain't nobody gonna move nothing out the way for you to shine, move it yourself. Move it out the way yourself so you can shine. Because before you know it, the more you allow other people to get comfortable with dimming your light, you're gonna dim your own light. I know because it happened to me. I started to dim my own light trying to make people feel comfortable, to make them feel bigger, to help them to go harder. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, I started getting like this. Like I started like feeling myself getting into a fetal position emotionally and spiritually, and I'm not really understanding why. Because I'm like, Lord, I'm out here showing love, like you said. I'm out here trying to love on my enemies. I'm out here trying to love on everybody, like you said. But why is it the more I'm out here showing love, the smaller I feel? I don't. It's not making sense, and I'm already at the place now to where at that time, I'm like, bro, I'm finna quit. I ain't finna keep up with this. It don't mean that much to me. But it's not for them. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing any of the stuff that you're doing for other people. You have to do it for yourself. You have to fuel yourself. You have to be able to stimulate yourself. And it's not to say that external stimulation won't come into play. Honestly, God is so good that He will send you a tribe. It's just going to take time for those people to come in, because the odds at finding a good person in the midst of all of the bad, of all of the evil, of all of the hate, of all of the clout, of all of the just fake shit going on out here, it's probably two in every what, 900 people, two in every 1,000. With the rate we at now, it's probably two in every 1,500 people that actually have a good, kind heart that can be used towards something. So it's going to take time for the Lord to bring your tribe in, to bring your people in, especially because He busy. To be honest, He got a gazillion other things that He working on. And I feel like as a follower of Christ, if you really trying to be in His army in any way, you don't have to be perfect. God don't want you perfect, but He wants you to show up as your genuine, authentic self to be a part of His army. So in order to do that, you have to be able to say, all right, well, I'm going to show up as me. I'm going to continue to show up as me. I'm not trying to be different. I'm not trying to be out of the way. Like, I'm not trying to go over the top. I'm just going to be me. And with being me, patience will propel you forward. It'll allow you to keep your heart open for the people that God do send your way, instead of being stuck on the people that are already here but aren't showing the love the way that you need it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be afraid to change your circumstance, change your surrounding. You can't be afraid to honestly X certain people out, to include other people, to make room for other people to get in. You know what I'm saying? Like it true, perfect example. Noah had how many people on the ark? If I'm not mistaken, it was less than 10. He had his wife, his kids, they spouses or whatnot, and animals. And this was the final product based off of all of the people who were there at that time. So when you think of those numbers, to get divvied down to what, less than 10 people that was able to make it on the ark and be propelled into a new life, that right there, those numbers right there alone should let you know, like, it's not going to be an easy go. People not going to get on the road with what you're saying, with what you got to say, with how you feel. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen off the ripper. And I mean, I hate that that's the case, because you would think that people want to jump on good. You would think that they want to just straight land on something that's good and feels good and nourishes them, but it don't always happen like that. Because I mean, you got fake people out here showing love too. You got the enemy out here talking on the Bible like he know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, it don't be easy. It just, it don't be no easy go. And I mean, me myself, I'm like, I got to the point where I was like, Lord, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. If this right here is what you want me to be doing, then you're going to have to fortify me, bro. You're going to have to fortify me, because at the rate that things are going, I'm about to say it. I be trying not to curse when I got such a party around sometimes, but I'm about to say all this straight up. But I had to learn the lesson of keeping your heart open and being patient. And that's the lesson I'm honestly like, I'm getting stronger in right now. Like, just being here right now on this mic, on this camera, like, it was a trial. It was just like A gazillion things was going on. I'm over here all the time, you know what I'm saying? My same spot. Couldn't find no parking today. I'm like, are you kidding me? I find parking just to come, unpack, get everything set up, only to figure out that that parking space gotta pay by the hour rate or whatever. I'm like, oh my god, let me go figure out what section it is so I can pay by the rate, because before you know it, I don't want no $50 ticket. They would charge you $50 for a non-parking ticket. Bump that. I goes all the way over there just to find out that a 2 hour parking slot is free. I'm like, Bo, are you serious? I done went through all these flips and turns and mental gymnastics to try and get this taken care of, only for parking to be free. Could have parked anywhere, and more importantly, could have gotten in here sooner to get this squared away earlier. You know, the devil be so busy. He be so busy. That's what I realized. Like, he be so busy, but he the busiest when he trying to get in the way of something that God has lined up for you to do. And now thinking about it, I'm like, I'm glad I still stayed with it and I didn't fold. And I, even through the midst of just finding something as simple as parking, you know what I'm saying? I was still praying not to get frustrated, not to get overstimulated, not to let my anxiety take over me, because I knew that would have caused me to throw my hands up with the whole session today and just be like, nah, I don't feel like recording. I don't feel like recording. And who's to say that this message isn't meant to help somebody? So I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you for fortifying me to get me into this spot to do what you already set up for me to do today. I could have let all these external things get in the way. I could have let internal feelings and emotions get in the way. I could have let things that I couldn't control get in the way, even things that I truthfully didn't know were at play. Could have let it all get in the way, but I didn't. I kept my hands and my heart focused on what I could control. And I feel like that's what we all have to do, like as individuals. Focus on what you can control. You can't control how somebody gonna love you and if they're gonna love you at all, but you can control who you allow yourself to be around and who you trying to honestly get love from, request love from. Like, you can control that. You can control your situation. You can control how you move, and when somebody is showing you that they don't love you or that they don't, fuck with you the same way you f with them. You know what I mean? Like, you have control over something. So figure out what you have control over and exert power. You know what I'm saying? Over those things. So that way you're not just like a leaf in the wind, just pretty much going wherever the wind is taking you, wherever these gusts are pushing you to go. Cause that right there it's frustrating. You can't get no footing. You can't get no footing in anything that you're trying to do. So it really will have you like, forget this junk. I don't want to do it at all. I'm not worried about it. I'm not tripping. You can't, because you don't know how you being used. You don't know how God intends to use you. You know what I mean? And if the devil coming at you this hard, he going as hard as he going just to get you to fold, then obviously something amazing is about to take place. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but something amazing is about to take place. And he already like feeling inferior about it, feeling anxious about it, because here he is trying to throw you off your game today. And you don't even know what the future holds. Come on, that right there should tell you, bro, I gotta keep pushing. I gotta keep pushing. I gotta keep pushing around and beyond. And truthfully, if I need to knock somebody over, I'm gonna knock them over just to get them out the way of my purpose, of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Because you matter. You take up space, bro. You mean something. You got a value. You got power. Like, I am so I am so big on self-worth, because I remember a time when I didn't have any value, or couldn't see any value in myself, not because I didn't want to, but because I had got so accustomed to the people in my environment constantly telling me that I was worthless, or showing me that I was, or treating me like I was, or honestly trying to one up me every time I did something, every time I'm pretty much just moving in a way to assist them. I'm trying to lay out, just to bridge the gap for them. I even get complaints like, "Oh, you ain't laying flat enough." It'd be like, "Oh, I can't with this. I can't with this." You know what I'm saying? So from experience, I say, man, like, find value in you. Find love within yourself. Don't be searching for it out here. Don't search for it out here. Ask God to bring it in. Ask him to keep your heart open so when he do bring it, it can flow through you. And ask him to keep you in a position of honestly receipt and reciprocity, because I would hate for anybody, myself included, to be a person who gets so consumed and taking in love, taking in love, taking in love, that you forgot to give some out. You forget to disperse. You forget to let what flow in flow right back out for use. You know what I'm saying? So that way, whatever the Lord is putting in you is not being put in you in vain. You know what I'm saying? Like, be you however that look. Make mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, y'all get me on this mic. I get on this mic honestly for therapy, to tell you the truth. I used to get on the mic to try and connect people and try to help people, but then I realized people, you can't you can't make people accept help. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a type person where instead of me giving you the fish, I want to also take you down to the lake and show you how to catch, so that way you'll forever eat. But people don't, for some reason, they don't like that. They didn't like that. They just wanted me to keep giving them what I had, keep giving them my means, keep giving what was honestly being bestowed upon me and what I was grinding for, just give it to them. And I'm like, but bro, why? To me, like, the love I'm trying to show you run deeper than that, because I want you to eat more than just today, more than just tomorrow. I want you to eat for a lifetime until you decide you don't want to eat off this no more. So let me take you down here and show you what I know. And before you know it, you'll be learning something new, and you can show me what you don't learn. You know what I'm saying? Show me new ways, and we could be out here showing other people. Nah, ain't nobody going hungry. At least that's me. That's what I'm thinking. But it don't be like that. It don't be like that. So I had to change my motive. I started getting on the mic to let my heart open, to let my emotions flow, to let my feelings come out, to let my truths touch light. Because I started to bottle stuff up so much more than I already do, that it was eating away at my drive to even want to help people. And I'm like, Lord, now that's one thing I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop being somebody that enjoy helping people. But it really did get to a point to where it was like, man, fuck these folks. They don't want it. They don't want it. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn balance. Now I'm at the place where it's like, hey, like I said, I can take you down here and show you what's up, and you can partake in what's up, choose to participate, or you can stay here and I'm about to go. But I'm not about to beg you. I'm not about to plead with you. I'm not going to try to prove to you why this lake got the best food, why it got the best catch. I'm not about to do none of that. I just told you what it is. I told you what I'm on. And if you're not willing to take the help the way that I'm giving it, the way that I have it available to give, then cool. Go ahead. And that's what it is. It's no reason to feel like every single horse you carry down, to drink, to get they fill, you have to hold their head in the water to get it, or try to prove to them why they got to get it. No, 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 no. If somebody thirsty, they'll drink of themselves. Period. Period. Like, that's just like that old saying people say all the time. Like, you can take a horse down to the water, but you can't make them drink it. You sure can. You can't make these people drink, partake, eat on, consume, digest, ingest anything that you putting out into the world. You can't make them, but you can control whether you put it out there or not. So what you gonna do? You gonna fold because nobody seems to like it, nobody seems to want to ingest it, nobody seems to want to partake, nobody seems to want to encourage you, nobody seems to want to clap, knowing that they see you on the come up. You just gonna fold. You gonna quit that. You gonna throw that away like, oh nah, garbage. Or you gonna get out here and do it anyway for self. Are you willing to refocus your initiative? You know what I'm saying? Recalculate your modus operandi to a point to where it's like, all right, this for me. And more importantly, this for you, Lord. Whatever anybody else got going on is for them. And that's it. That's it. It gotta be like that. Like, I remember, like, my mama asked one of my sisters a really good question years back though. This was when like Instagram was still, it wasn't new, but it was newer or whatever. And mom was like, bruh, I swear, y'all generation be out here doing anything for attention. Y'all get on this app, get on this social media, and do anything for attention. But tell me what you gonna do the day you post a pic, you drop a photo, you drop a video, and don't nobody like it. Then what? You still gonna feel like you the shit. You still gonna feel like you popping. You still gonna feel like you really that just cause don't nobody else agree. I need to be asking myself that even with any work that I'm doing, am I going to put my work out here for consumption and still be okay if people don't consume it? Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's how I want to be. Fortify me to that point, Lord, because I want to be a-okay with that. I want to be a-okay with putting it out here, advertising it, marketing it, talking about it, living in it, being the face of my own brand, even if that means the only person clapping for me is me and you. I'm straight with that. I want to be fortified so much so that I'm straight with that. And he did that. He did that for me. He did that for me. And going through that, I know he'll do it for you. I know he'll do it for you. Whoever you are, he'll do it. You just gotta ask him, and you gotta allow yourself to be used for that work. Period. But I do know one thing: people, you gonna get tired of dispersing what you got and putting what you got out here solely for other people. Yeah, you're doing it because you kind of excited about it, you kind of happy about it, but you hoping that other people cling to it too. That right there is going to exhaust you emotionally, it's going to exhaust you physically, it's going to exhaust your finances, it's going to exhaust your means. It just will exhaust resources in a way that will have you to go kaput once everything is done. So it's really crazy to, I wouldn't say crazy because I know it's something that it just occurs. It just occurs as humans. We facing so much out here. It's just something that occurs within some human beings. You know what I mean? And if you one of those human beings where something like that has occurred or that thing exactly has occurred, I'm here to tell you that it is okay. It is okay to accept that and see that as your demon and face it. So that way you can battle it and move on. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's all right. It don't make you any less. It don't make you any less valuable. It don't make your talent or your business or your craft or your hobby any less prone to fruit. You know what I mean? So if you don't believe me, look at McDonald's. Look at McDonald's. McDonald's run a million ads. You know what I'm saying? They got multiple different food options on their menu. They don't have to face many seasons of people either liking it or disliking what they got going on. But one thing I can guarantee you is that they still gonna be flipping burgers and dropping fries, regardless to whether you leave a comment, you bring somebody in here to buy something, you clap for them about their efforts, you interested in where they getting the buns from, you trying to figure out who exactly flipping the meat so you can ask that person, well, what's in the meat? They don't give a dang about that. McDonald's don't give a darn about that. They still in their own lane, in their own market, doing what they need to do to make their ends. So that way they don't have to worry about what nobody else got going on. Same thing for Burger King. To tell you the truth, Burger King isn't as popular as McDonald's, some people would say, but it depends on who you ask. And you have to have that same feeling about what you got going on, about your crafts, about your interests. Yeah, if you ask Sally, she may not like it, but you go ask Tom, Dick, and Harry, and that's all they want to be on. You got your own niche. Fall off into your niche. You know what I'm saying? Just like Burger King did. They don't be tripping off what McDonald's got going on. Yeah, they may do a little commercial, little spat here and there, but I don't care. We got people who like our fries. They enjoy our burgers. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to be. I had to up on myself like that. Like, man, there's people that enjoy my podcast. There's people that enjoy the word. It's people that like getting up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people that want to support me. It's people that want to support the initiative, you know what I'm saying, that want to support the impact. I just got to keep my heart open and honestly keep space open for God to send those people in. And it was happening for me. It was just, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, it was happening. It was happening, but it wasn't happening in the ways that I wanted it to happen or I projected for it to happen. So my heart wasn't as privy to recognizing it. And I really, that frustrated me so much because I'm like, dang, Lord, I hate that. I would never mean to do something like that to you, like not show my appreciation. Meanwhile, I'm seeing how you out here working for me. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, it used to be like, your podcast is currently streaming in 5 countries. Okay, that's cool. But every time I post, I can't get nobody to like it, to repost it, to support it, to spread no good word about it, just to commend me for the effort. It obviously it can't be popping, right? Or at least it can't be good. This what I'm saying to myself. This the clownery I'm saying to myself. This the garbage I'm spewing into my own soul. You know what I'm saying? These the words I'm saying to myself. Listen to me, hear me out. And I'm like, it must mean that what I'm doing is not valuable, and I just like, Lord, should I quit? Should I just give up? Should I stop? You know what I'm saying? Doing some crazy days for real. But now it be like, Lord, I'm out here doing this word. Ain't too many people jumping on it, but you showing me daily that it's what you want me to do. So keep me motivated. Keep me motivated. And before you know it, it's like, oh, check my stats. You dropping 2K views a video. You dropping 18K views a video. I'm like, oh, check my stats again. You currently in 12 countries. Oh, okay, check stats. You currently in 15 countries. Okay, check stats. You're currently in 17 countries, bro, streaming in 9 different languages. Somebody gonna like what you doing. Somebody gonna connect with what you got going on. Somebody gonna love it. Somebody is going to encourage you and nourish you in a way that will blow your mind. But that's not going to happen if you don't keep going. Because the people that try to flock to stuff in the very beginning, you know what I'm saying? They most times be flocking to see what's going on. They ain't trying to really give you no room to work. They just up here like, oh, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Nah, that ain't what we want. That ain't what we want. What we want is people that's like, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. I commend what you're doing, even if I can't use it, even if I don't have a use for it, even if I'm not trying to spend no money on it. I still see your effort. You know what I'm saying? I still see how you got that drive in you, and that's appreciated. That's appreciated. So, ascension is something, man. Ascension is nothing but God. I'm for real. Growth is nothing but God. It's the reason I'm here to be able to tell y'all today that you matter. You matter. Maybe not to these people. Maybe you're not a big deal to these folks out here, but to the one where it matters the most, bruh, you top dog if you want to be top dog. If you want to make yourself, I don't know, a fashion designer, a beat maker, a videographer, you can do that. You could do that. You and God could do that. You and God could do that, and He'll get it done. Just you and Him. I'm telling you that right now. You won't even be in a position to where you gonna feel like you need a gazillion people. To be honest with you, you won't even want a lot of people all intertwined with what you got going on because it's gonna be too sacred to you. It's gonna mean too much to you. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, you'll find yourself. At least I found myself, as much as I love numbers, as much as I love math, I found myself getting outside of numbers. I had to get out of numbers and find an understanding in what and how, honestly, statistics can really shape or misshape your vision or your thought process or your eye view about what you're doing or about what somebody else has going on. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes getting outside of the numbers, outside of the statistics can make your journey so much more fruitful and so much more pleasurable. It really can, because before I was thinking, Lord, how am I going to be a success out here doing what it is I'm doing if I don't help the hundreds, you know what I'm saying, of people, if I don't help the 200s of people, if I don't help the thousands of people, how am I? But then I heard him speak to me clear, plain, loud as day. Maybe I don't want you here to help the thousands, the millions. Maybe I got you here just to help these 10, and I want you to focus on them. For now, just focus on the portion that I'm giving you. And being able to hear that and accept accountability for, my own shortcomings and misunderstandings about things, it made it easier for me to then at that point move outside of numbers and move slowly slowly into repurposing my initiative, into repurposing my drive, into repurposing my energy, because it was like, okay, the thousands is for everybody else to see. it can make other people feel like what I'm doing is valuable if 1,000 people were speaking about it. But if I stay down and I go hard as God is telling me, and I honestly accomplish helping my 10 people, whoever those 10 people are, then I've completed my mission. I've completed my mission and I've pleased him to the umpteenth degree. And before you know it, God, will double those 10. He will triple those 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will honestly, he will build off of that platform in a way that would scare you, because in your own mind, it's like, dang, I didn't even know it was going to be this. I didn't even know like this was possible. You know what I'm saying? But he will use you even to surprise yourself. Really. So it's just, sometimes you just got to be like, man, yeah, all right. All right, keep sleeping. All right, keep talking that good old bullshit. All right, keep trying to make me fold on myself because you done already folded on you and what you got going on. All right, because to be honest, people can only do what you allow. And when you allow people to kick you, push you down, and force you to stay down there, it's partially somebody else to blame. But I feel like if you can capitalize on your power, pick yourself up, encourage yourself enough to get from around the people and the things that are proven to hold you down or drag you back, you've already claimed enough of your power to be able to say, let me go ahead and stop you right there. Let me go ahead and stop you right there. This is done. I'm done with this. Either you got to go or I'm about to. Matter of fact, don't you even budge. I'm gone. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Obviously, y'all see I got excited about the word, right? But that's okay, bro. It's okay. Like, get excited about yourself. Get excited about what you're doing. Get excited about what you got going on. If you lost 1 pound, get excited about it. God damn it. Clap for yourself. Jump up and down. Scream it from the rooftops. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did that work. If you sold 1 shirt, made 1 video, I don't know, designed 1 pair of shoes, God damn it, you better be throwing a party for yourself. You better get up on your soapbox and speak life into yourself. And thank God for all that He giving you, because He's showing you that you do have power. You got value despite what any of these people may think. I can't stress that enough. Like, all right, hey, it's gonna get busy around here. I can't lie. I can't even get it out. It may get a little frustrating for some. It's definitely gonna be aggravating for the enemy, because when I tell you, we're gonna cast the enemy out this season, front, line, and center, and let him know, or her, whatever form it comes in at that time, that we ain't scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you. You ain't got no power here. You don't have no control here. Not here. Not here. Not here. So all you're gonna be able to do is stand around and watch. And you ain't even gonna be able to do that for too long, because if I keep praying the way I'm praying, God gonna come pluck you right up out my face. So you better chill. You better chill. That's what you better do. You better chill. You know what I'm saying? So just don't be scared, man. It don't mean you gotta go out here and have people be saying like play gangster or nothing. It ain't about playing gangster. It's just letting you know that I got the Lord on my side. I know for sure that as locked in as I am with Him, He locked in with me, so I don't have to be scared of nothing. Definitely not you. Definitely not your hate. Definitely not your down talking. Definitely not your lack of belief within me. Definitely not your doubt. I don't have to be scared of none of that. I ain't got to be scared of that. You don't have to be scared of that no more. That's it. Those days are done. So I feel like more than anything, it's extremely important for you to tap in, tap into who you are, realize who you are and what you are and all that you encompass. But the only way you're gonna do that is if you go to God and allow Him to reflect those things on you. Because if you get to moving out here, how most of these people is moving, acting like it's all of them, and this is something that's just of their own volition. They the ones that got to figure it all out. They the ones, I don't know, who know how to spring grass from the roots, from the dirt. They dropping fruit from trees. You'll find yourself messed up doing that. You'll find yourself messed up doing that because you so constantly feeding yourself information about yourself and what yourself doing, that before you know it, you'll start telling yourself lies, because we don't know everything. We not perfect as individuals. We're only able to honestly take on what's being presented. We can't hop into a new plane, or we can't hop into a new universe, or hop into a new timeline. Where we are is where we are. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be willing to take control of the things that you can control. You know what I'm saying? And being able to feed yourself of the vine of the Lord, feed yourself of the fruit of the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna make you perfect, but it'll help you to remain closer to righteousness, closer to purity than any of this other stuff that people got going on out here. Let them do that. We got enough of them. Let them people do that. You do what it is He's directing you to do in whatever direction He's putting you to do that in. Before, I used to even be afraid, like, Lord, it's gonna be hard for me to get out in front of naysayers because they already don't like what I got going on. So it's gonna be difficult to push my initiative if they already hollering, boo. How anybody gonna hear me? Like, what? But then I realized, to be honest with you, it's a whole lot easier to work when you got your head down and to focus on the portion that's in front of you than to keep your head up constantly trying to look at the finish line like, ooh, I gotta hurry up and get there. I gotta hurry up and get there. They booing me. If I don't go faster, they gonna keep booing me. Like, I'm gonna be in last place. Like, I'm gonna lose. It's not gonna be no way for me to win. You instead of trying, instead of trying, instead of trying. Nah, nah. And it took for me to start running avidly to learn this. I swear to God, you have to be able to put your head down and focus on what's in front of you, the steps in front of you, one by one, left by right, your Tom and your Jerry, as my mama would say. You have to keep focusing on this. Keep grinding away at this, because before you know it, when you do look up just to get a checkpoint, just to check your surroundings of where you at, and just to tune in with all the stuff that you done already tuned out, you'll be done met the finish line, met your check mark, and then surpassed it smoothly. I'm telling you that. I promise you that. I mean that. But it won't happen in the same fashion if you so constantly tuned in to what everybody else is saying. Let them people talk. Let them people talk. Let them scream. Let them holler. Let them beat their chest. Let them. Let them, man. Let them, like, I can't stress that to you enough. Let these folks be on whatever they want to be on. You just make sure they're not on that within your ecosystem. You can do that over there. You can do that with her, and you can do it with him. But you're not going to step inside this space that I created for myself and allow God into, to purify and nourish and to decorate with His Spirit. You're not going to infiltrate this with no bull. I can tell you that now. It's not going to happen. I take too much pride in myself now. I've had to go and work on myself extremely hard. I know it's a lot of you out here who went and worked on yourself extremely hard. So as much work as you put in, why would you allow somebody to come and snatch all that away from you, snatch all your value from yourself, snatch all your worth from yourself? You must be crazy. You can't be afraid to say that. Like, stand up for yourself. That's what people want you to do. They want you to, in the midst of you putting your head down, they want you to, or at least they be feeling like that's you thinking you're not valuable enough or you're not worthy enough. Let them fools think that. Let them fools think that, because meanwhile your head down, because you know you grinding and you working and you focused on the piece that's in front of you. So next time you do go to look up, they in the same spot, but you don't surpass them by many, many trails. So don't focus on that. Don't focus on that. Let these people talk. Let these people talk. Let them run their mouth. Let them bop, 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 bop. That's what my granddad used to say. These people just be bop, 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 bop. Yeah. Let these people holler and you get your work done. You stay focused on what you got going on. You feed yourself until God presents you with people that are worthy enough to feed you. And if you don't believe me, think about a baby, for instance. I'm not a parent, but I can't wait to be one. And I honestly have a love and a joy for children. So think about a baby. You just had a baby. You gonna let any Tom, Dick, and Harry off the street come in and feed your baby? You gonna let any Sally, Joe, Sarah come in off the street and hold your baby, touch your baby? No, you definitely not. Why? Because you value that baby. You love that baby. That baby mean the world to you. And that's how you have to feel about your own persons. That's how you have to feel about your own heart. That's how you have to feel about your craft, about your purpose, about anything you setting out here to do. That's how you have to feel about your time. It's how you have to feel about just your existence. Thank you, Lord. Great. That's the perfect word. It's how you have to feel about your existence. You have to value your existence to a point to where you're not willing to allow any old person off the street to just come in and rock with you and operate with what you got going on and feed you whatever they want to feed you and inject you with whatever they want to inject you with and put noise in whatever type of noise they want to put in your ear. You can't look. Listen, man. Listen. It's time. It's time. It's time for you to take up that space that you've already been ordained, man. It's time. I don't know what was the what up until this point, but it's time. It's time. And there's no better way to do it than to ask God to be the one to turn on that light and shed it on you. And from there, bruh, you're going to get the feeling so good. You're gonna get the shining so bright on your own that honestly you won't even have time or be in a position to notice any of the dark spots, anybody that's casting shadows. It won't matter because you're gonna be basking so much in the light while creating your own light that it's like, whoo, Lord, you got me feeling like Clark Kent around in money. Straight up. That's how I be for real. Like, ooh. But yeah, like you matter. You matter, and it's time for you to show up. It's time for you to show up for yourself. It's time for you to show up and show up for yourself. Because if you don't do it for you, then who will? I'm waiting. Right, nobody. Nobody. So that's really where we at. Like whole time I ain't even turned the light on. What? It wouldn't make any sense to turn the light on now, like right with it, because we done been filming the whole time without it. Where's the dang button? Oh, right here on the side. Wow. You see that though. You see it, right? Dang, that's crazy. I'm gonna leave it too. I don't care. But yeah, be okay with making mistakes, bro. Be okay with stuff not being perfect. Be okay with having to carve out a new way of doing things, even if it's a way you've never done it before. That was a tongue twister, Lord. But be alright with it. Be okay with being imperfect, because the more you get with being, the more okay you become with being imperfect, and the more you allow acceptance of self to sink in, the more you're going to be able to accomplish, and the more you're going to get out here and be able to do and not be afraid to do, even if you've never done it. So go hard. Don't let nobody stop. Just do your third thizzle the way you need to do your third thizzle, however that look. You know what I mean? Like go after what you need to go after the way that you need to, fight the way you need to fight, just show up for yourself. Because if you don't show up for yourself, then you won't be in a position to show up for anybody else, because you can't pour from an empty cup. It's not gonna happen. No matter how much you pick it up and tip it over, won't nothing be coming out of it. It just won't happen. So you got to be able to replenish yourself and ask the Lord to constantly replenish you, so you're not lacking. You're not in a position of lack, and that's when he could use you the best. Yeah, people may not recognize it, they may not see it, they may not like it, they may not commend you, they may not applaud you, they may honestly get up and boo you. So what? At least you can say you got up on that stage and you did that work. So really, in my mind, the failure here isn't you. It's all the ones with nothing to say but ooh. Cause all the time you ooh, what you got going on? Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I see what you on. Yeah. You on that talk game, but you're not on that making moves game. Got you. Cool. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Just you know what I'm saying. Do your thing. Do your thing. However your thing look. Like this your world. A portion of this world is yours, but the one that you build is yours completely. So if you finna sit out here to build your own ecosystem, to build your own environment, to build your own world, you might as well fill it with things that are genuine, authentic, that actually produce fruit within you. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can continue to be fruitful in the garden that you built for yourself. Why would you want to allow people in your garden that make everything die as soon as they enter? Everything just limp over and die every time they come. Everything is weak every time they show up. Why? I wouldn't want it for myself. And I think you way too valuable to allow it for yourself. I really do. So yeah, that's dead. That's dead. So just let's cut all that out. And I feel like you should take up space and take up however much space you need. And don't feel away about what nobody got to say about that. Yeah, that's the message for today. You know, I really want to catch that video. I gotta try one more time. One more time. Because I always wanted to do this. Wait, let me see. Yeah, we on that. We out. Let's go.